Yeah, so it's Monday morning. We just want to make sure that we're planned and ready for the week. And so hopefully you have some kind of long-term goals and all of that here. The weekly planning that we're gonna do in our notebooks. Okay. Um, yeah, something like this, like basically what are the weekly goals that you have for this week? Um, and wait, what should it be looking next? So hopefully all of you have done like 1 week of weekly planning. I think most all of you have. So we're now in stage two, right, of execution. Um, so what we want to do is figure out so the first step is to figure out our weekly goals. This is really key, and just getting really good at finding our good weekly goals. And this is goals are different from tasks, right? And they're different from strategies. So just one thing I think, yeah, that I want to kind of work with you guys to figure out is how to like be really good at setting goals. Because yeah, it's really important just to like have the right goals to make sure we're going in the right direction. Then you break down those goals into tasks, create schedule, and put them on the calendar, right? Um, so I'm doing this physically. So I've got my like role goals written down for the week, um, which you may not be able to see. But and then I've got my calendar pretty filled out for the first 3 days, and then I didn't want to really fill out the rest because these are like writing is kind of hard to like be like, oh, it'll take me this much time to complete the task. It's really hard to do that. And one mistake I made it like last week was I just put too much on my calendar. And so, yeah, when it wasn't going and I was like, oh, there's so much to do this week, it just became kind of too overwhelming. So actually what I decided to do was put less stuff on my calendar, especially when it's these like writing tasks that don't really, it's hard to put a deadline on them or figure out exactly like even the exact steps to do are not easy to figure out. But that's kind of what I want from you guys. So take the time to make sure that you have a notebook in your folder. If you don't, we'll create a copy for you. If you're doing this digitally, if you're doing it physically, then that's fine. It's different. Um, and figure out your goals. Show me your goals. But I think one thing, like, yeah, it's just writing goals is like quite a art. And so just show me your goals because a lot of time what people do is put in tasks. And what we also want to make sure that we're doing, what we also want to make sure that we're doing is um, getting a wide mix of goals, right? Some people, I think in the past, what they've done is they've just put in like a bunch of like programming tasks, right? Which is fine, but it won't, you want to make sure that you're capturing kind of um, goals across all of your roles. So if you look at, अबे, हर बार जाना so she had some goals which I think we can go and look up. I think initially it was like this, right? It was all like Flutter, Spring Boot. Even this was edited a little bit, but it's all like very web, like like development oriented.
So,
And then
so
eventually,
I cannot see the whole screen, sir. Yeah, now I can see.
right? So initially, what she done is she didn't very like technical. Oh, I want to learn this. I want to learn that. It was all to do with like her kind of development, right? Um, But then what we realize is, oh, there's like other stuff as well. There's professional and growth, there's health and fitness, communication. So you want to get a well-rounded mix of goals, right? So this is the way that the goals are going to come to you. Is first you start with the roles, then you look at the medium to long-term goals that you've identified, because you probably have like many. You can't work on all of them. So just take a look at these two things and then try to write your goals that both align with these medium to long-term goals and that cover not just one role, but whatever you want to do this week. Just take a look at it. At least you know that, oh, as in this other role, I don't have any like big stuff to do this week. And then as you're doing the goals, try to pick zone two work, right? Because your zone, everybody understands what zone two work means now. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that now makes sense to you. And this is also why like having a shared vocabulary is really nice. So in your goals, pick your zone two work because zone one work is anyway going to get done. Right. If there's some urgency around it, like it will find its way onto your calendar. What we want to try and do as we're picking these goals is pick zone two stuff that naturally wouldn't have kind of gotten done. That makes sense? Okay, cool. So what's the first step? What do you guys need to do?
Sorry, sir.
First step that you're going to do right now?
At least I have one clear goal in my mind. I am thinking of more.
Okay, no, I'm saying as a group, like what's the first thing to do?
Write goals in calendar, like
Right?
schedule the calendar.
No, just write your goals first. Okay, write your goals, show me the goals. Then once you're done with the goals, then do the rest of the stuff. Okay, because we've just gotten to stage two, and I think the goals part is something that we need to work on a little bit. So write your goals, go through your roles, go through your medium to long term goals, which hopefully you should have on your on your sheet somewhere, right? Um, um, and hopefully here you have your like medium to long term goals. And so look at your roles, look at your goals, long term to medium term goals, and then write down some goals for this week that you want to accomplish this week that are ideally zoned to and aligned to your um, kind of long term, medium long term goals that you've chosen. Okay, so just do that. Write 3 to 5 goals for the week. And yeah, then show me and let's talk about it. If you guys want to do as a bonus step, just put it to GPT and be like, hey, like, do these make sense as weekly goals? Or any of them strategies? The idea long term is to like get an agent who can also like just help everybody with this. But for now, let's just do that. Make sense? All right. So go write your goals. Once you're done, tell me and let's look at them. And yeah, so just that's all you want to do. If we in this hour, if we can plan our whole week, like that's a great outcome. That's all I want right now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
go for it.
Sir, should we do in the notebook or this or that document that we had at the table, if you
Are you doing
remember?
physical notebook or are you doing digital notebook?
Digital, live, and physical is hard to maintain and like show. I feel
Huh?
I would prefer. I would prefer online because digital because
Okay, you're doing
it's
digital, no?
it's easier to maintain and keep a track.
Okay. Cool. So then in your digital notebook, you'll have like a notebook like this, no? Mm.
No, I had a document if you remember, but then afterwards we started doing it in that table, right?
Do it in the document. Huh. So okay, so now there's a document and a thing. Yeah. So you got this. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, so you got this, right? So just take the
Screen is not visible actually.
oh. Now you can see it.
Yes, now it is.
So this is your main kind of so here we made some changes last week, remember?
Yes, yes.
So let me create a new copy of the man. There needs to be a better way to navigate all of this. I'm thinking at some point might make sense once you've got all of this like systems and all of this stuff fairly well in place. It might make sense to just like make a piece of software that can manage all of this. So we don't have to go and like, there's a lot of features that I would like these sheets to have in terms of interconnectedness. I want like a dashboard. All of that is not really very possible. So Sarthak, can you put your the document that you have already into this folder?
Okay, okay, let's do it.
Oh. I did not have a relaxing weekend. Tired.
Sir, I wanted to ask one thing
Hmm.
till he's putting the file.
Mhm.
Like last week, I wasn't able to join the meets because I was having exams.
Uh-huh.
So, like, can you give me an overview, like what happened last week? Like, I
Just go
was
look at the
seeing
YouTube
like,
videos. Just go look at the you. Just first go take a look at the YouTube videos that I published last week. So they're
okay,
not edited, so I'm sorry about that. Like especially the like this is zone two kind of thing that we had, but I think the zone two only starts at like 20 minutes into the video. So you'll have to like, yeah, navigate a little bit more than you would have had to if it was very edited. But just take a quick look at what was shared last week. I try to like share and just put on the videos on YouTube. So just take a quick look at that. I think we covered what did we cover last week? We covered zone two work, and then we made changes to this notebook system. I think those were the two kind of big things, and then we talked a bunch about AI. Yeah.
okay.
Also in
So
terms of
I
like
I look
actual,
on that.
yeah. Also in terms of actual like engineering stuff, um, in this video we talked about kind of what we're doing with Kitabnama and what the tasks are there and how to get set up. Yeah, this is the updated notebook system. This is zone two work, but again, this like it's really late. It starts. I need to edit this. I'm figuring it out. Kind of. Yeah, somewhere I don't remember exactly. Yeah, here somewhere. Zone. I think people like it. If you keep doing that, uh, somewhere around 11, 12 minutes. An audience that can either hire uh, uh, right? Somewhere here. You think about
Okay, I'll look into it. Like basically all the things which happened last week is are available on YouTube,
yeah.
like which shared in group also.
Yeah, they're mostly shared in the group. Also correct.
Okay, so today will there be office hours like 3:30?
3:30. Yeah, I have another external person kind of calling in as well, so I want to talk to them at some point. But yeah, office hours are happening. Um, yeah.
Okay, okay. So
Uh,
I'll look all the videos and figure out what happened, and if I have any query, I will ask you there.
Great, sounds good. Yeah, maybe just yeah. Okay, just message me once, and I'll tell you what time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you guys want to share your screen, feel free to do that. I can just watch along, and yeah. As you're doing your planning, if you want to share your screen, go ahead and do that. We can support, like it supports multiple screen share at the same time. So if I can watch you work and I can guide you if, it's relevant. Otherwise, yeah, just do your thing.
I'm done with my goals.
Okay, let's see them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, workout 6 days. Cool. Um, Kitabnama makes sense. JavaScript, revise JavaScript topics. What's the goal here with three?
We overall goal is to be a better developer, basically. I mean, I just wrote this.
Okay, cool, makes sense. So what's the goal for this week?
So definitely, I'm going to learn more about LLMs, how they work, and how we can definitely include that in Kitabnama. Revise JavaScript topics just because I think I need to revise them. And then definitely improve DSA because problem solving skills is one
Right.
thing I believe that I'm lacking right now. And for personal development, read Sprint, definitely yes.
Fantastic. Love it. The one place I would say is like just see in 3 if you can be more specific. Right? What do you mean by revise? What do you mean by, is there anything you want to start? Like which direction do you want to go? Right?
Right now, uh, I just want to revise the theoretical topics, basically what the theoretical questions asked in interviews, like hoisting and stuff and everything.
Okay.
I will just revise them.
Is JavaScript single-threaded or multi-threaded?
Uh, it is single-threaded, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. This is something they always used to ask. I remember we used to
Yeah,
ask
so
a
it
lot in interviews. My
definitely they ask if it is synchronous, it is not synchronous, and if it is
synchronous or
synchronous,
not
how it
synchronous?
is handling the async operations. All these questions they
Synchronous
ask.
or not synchronous? It's obviously not synchronous. Yeah. Async await, and then what else did they have? एक और
No,
भी
and the
promises.
JavaScript is synchronous.
What do you mean synchronous?
Yeah, it is synchronous. It has some memory structure that the priority goes into that. I am forgetting that, but it is synchronous. It handles the asynchronous operations with the async and await promises and all.
Is JavaScript synchronous? I don't even remember, I think. I'm even a bit fuzzy on the definition of synchronous. For me, it was like line by line, yeah.
Yes, sir. So
But it
JavaScript
basically
goes
doesn't
line by
wait
line.
for like if something is taking time, it won't wait for that call to
Yes,
come,
sir.
right?
Yes,
I
sir.
think
JavaScript is synchronous.
okay.
हाँ तो बेसिकली वो
Makes sense.
asynchronous operations
So the
के
goal
लिए
is to
उसको
like be
promises डालना पड़ता
yeah, makes sense. So the goal is kind of it makes sense to me now, but it's more like, oh, be ready for like the JavaScript portion of interview questions.
है. Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, cool. And learn about LLMs. Okay, again,
Basically, I
your goals.
don't
I don't want
have.
to be like, oh, you have to write the goal like this. That's not what I want to do. All I'm saying is just try to be specific. And even if you don't know what you want to do, if you're like, oh, I don't know what I want to
Yes,
do,
sir.
the goal can be something
Yes, sir.
like figure out what I want to do or make a plan on what I want to do. Right?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Because one thing was that I don't know much about LLM, so even at this moment, I don't know what topics I'm going to. I'm just gonna make a
Guys, we need
roadmap
to
for
put
that.
together a syllabus for LLMs. Even I need it. And I think just training people on how to use LLMs. There's one, somebody shared it's a 3 hour long talk by some OpenAI guy that just came out and he like covers a lot of it. But yeah, I think just putting together a curriculum for AI kind of learning is something I want to do. So as you do this, just let me create.
I'll try to make a roadmap for that. I'll
Try
try
to
to
make a
make
roadmap
a
for that and let's
template.
review and let's do that because yeah, I think that's a shared kind of goal. Works
Yes,
great.
sir.
Cool. Everything else looks fantastic. So go ahead and put that on your break it down into tasks, right? And then put those
Yes, sir.
tasks along with success criteria and steps into your calendar, right? That's the next step.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect. Good job. All right. Anyone else done with their goals?
Is there this new kind of shit where we have to write goals?
Yeah. Let me set that up for you.
Whenever you are sharing the screen, like getting only the upper part, like the tabs and the searching part, below part is not visible.
Anyone else having that problem?
Sir. Yes, only the upper tab thing is visible and not the whole tab.
That's weird. Now?
Yep. Like whenever you share second time, it opens full tab.
Okay. Weird. Nice. So good. Good job.
ये तो पुराना है.
ये पुराना है बट हाँ सही किया तो है तूने. Um, so we're doing this digitally because I mean whatever in the notebook system you can do it either digitally or kind of not digitally. So wait, what? Uh, Sahil. The template is something like this. Yeah. So week of March 10th, just put in your goals here. Just change these. And then your daily kind of update you can write in this way. And then there'll be an end of week update as well. Sahil, did you do that last week?
Yes, sir. I have put all those things like the number of deep work sessions and all in the Excel sheet you shared.
Nice. Great job. There's one last thing which is just the end of week update, end of week reflection.
Okay.
Sorry, and tell me if it gets too much, but like this is actually really important.
No, it is a good
It's
thing.
this
Okay.
thing,
Yes, sir.
right? How did your execution go? How did your week go?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, just put
Well,
this.
last week was good, I believe. Last week was nice.
What was the execution? Did you manage to do this? Yes.
Did you manage to start? Yes, sir. I did that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any times when you got distracted or anything like that?
Not much, but yeah, there were some distractions from things that are unavoidable. Um,
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
Sounds.
so
Is there anything you can do to make it better this week?
um, definitely yes, but I think if there are something which is unavoidable, it is unavoidable.
That's
But
fine.
definitely I'll
Yeah.
try to manage things. I'll set up specific time for things. Those the kind of things.
Okay. Yeah, dude, like stuff is gonna come up that's gonna be unavoidable, right? That's not a failure of the system,
Yes, sir.
right? You being intentional about how you want to do it, like stuff comes up, you can't be like, oh, I have a system, and that's not the goal,
Yes,
right?
sir. Well, last week when I was working on something, my friend just called me and said, "Hey, Sahil, I need your help." So, like, what happened? Well, I have to submit the major project synopsis. Please make a major project for me. कि मेजर प्रोजेक्ट बनाना आसान नहीं है भाई, तो कैसे बना दूं? कह रहा कि नहीं नहीं तू कर लेगा, अभी नहीं देना, मई में देना है, तू बस उसका सिनॉप्सिस बना के भेज दे, प्लीज भेज दे प्लीज। वो बार बार कॉल किए जा रहा था। मैं कहा ठीक है। फिर आई मेड अ सिनॉप्सिस फॉर इट एंड गिव इट टू हिम। ही सबमिटेड दैट इन कॉलेज।
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. How do you execute the week out of 5?
I say 4. So, I did all most of the things I planned I will do.
Nice. How did the week go for you in general, out of the as an experience?
Great. Last week was some felt like I did something.
Okay. Yeah, you did the Kitab Nama stuff, no?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Score?
4, definitely.
Cool. Nice. So this is your end of week stuff. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So now you have this, and yeah, you're all set.
Yes, sir.
Piyush, does that make sense?
Yeah, like
What
last
would your
time
week?
I remembered, I was writing on the Google Sheets only.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. So now we have this. There's some kind of format to it, and it'll plug into your master sheet also. Apprentice worksheet. Internship. Right. Yeah. So we can update. There's a few updates from here. Just go to master template and just like make those updates. Again, this is something I wish you guys didn't have to do. And oops, not yeah. But yeah. So we've changed this a little bit. Actually, we didn't change this. Weekly planning we changed. So here you just share images of that. This is your task tracker. That's fine. This is a summary reporting. There's only 3 things here now. So did you plan your week at the start of the week? How much did you enjoy it? And how many deep work sessions did you get? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so if you have your goals, just put them in this sheet and then we can take a look at them.
Yeah, I wrote that on in Google Sheets.
You wrote that in the sheet. Where? Where is it?
1 second. Monthly log.
Yeah, so I think we moved this a little bit just because it was hard to like edit and kind of change things here. So I'm going to put them here. Mm. Okay. Fair. This makes sense. This makes sense. Okay. This does make sense to me, but I'm guessing it makes sense to you. Making a CRUD app for a shopkeeper, that sounds like a medium to long term goal, right? You can't do that this week.
No, it can be possible this week. Like it's not a long-term app. Like it's only I'm making for my help to my father only. Like it's a
Okay.
small 1% perspective app.
Okay. So are you planning to like, what does it mean? Like, what does success look like at the end of the week? What we want to be able to do is put ourselves in a position to be able to check this stuff and be like, yes, I did this, right? These
Yeah,
3 things we can do. What does it mean? What's the success criteria here? Like, how will we, you know
like
what I
the
mean?
app is working.
What does that mean? It's
Success.
deployed and he's using it.
Yeah, deployed and like testing is successful for it.
Deploy and start testing like that.
Hmm.
So getting usage basically.
Because I think it's not a long thing. It can be finished within this week if I'll focus properly.
Mm. Okay. Very good luck to you. Yeah. Great.
Because
Um,
it's the main like high priority one is this one only for me.
okay, cool. Makes sense. Right. And make a plan for what I'm going to be implement. Yeah, this is really good. Right. This is a task, I would say. This is not the goal. Right. This is the goal now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So just move this to your task, whatever, and then put that on your calendar and write what the success look like and all of that stuff. Make sense?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Cool. Okay. So cool. I think you're fine on your goals. This thing I would say is not really a goal.
Yeah, it's the task. Like
The
I'll
task.
be today itself. I'll be finding.
Nice. So what I want you to do right now, again, this might seem like, oh, why are we doing this? This is so silly. Obviously, I know what to do. Why do I need to write it on my calendar? Like, eventually, things will get more and more complicated. So we want to just get this. We're like practicing this skill of like planning your week in this way as well. So just put that on your calendar. Put in the success criteria. Put in the steps. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Sarthak, Sunil, all good?
Yes, sir. I'll share my screen. I think my screen should be visible. So what I did, unlike last week, I looked at my roles and goals, and then depending on that, I made it.
Nice.
So yeah, this time I would say academic. I've divided into different ones just to I
Love
mean,
it. Love it. Great. Cool. 12.5 kilometers you're going to run every day.
yeah, I do that normally.
Good for you, man.
That's normal. I normally run 90 to 100 kilometers a week, so it's
That's
not.
mad. That's awesome. You should definitely, yeah, even professionally talk about that because it's
Yeah,
very cool that you do that and that you have that much commitment. And yeah,
I've been to nationals actually.
oh, nice.
Can you tell me how you
Jealous.
divide it for that?
Huh?
Huh?
Can you tell me how do you manage 12.5 a day? I at
It,
least want to do 6.
because I'm used to it. I've been doing for this for 7 years. That's why.
I mean,
That's
I've
why.
been neglecting my health so much. I'm just putting on weight.
Yeah, maybe you can bug Sarthak to give you like a starting plan, and once he's read Atomic Habits, he'll probably have a good
I'm planning to read the first five.
fantastic book. Great. I love it, dude. You've done such a good job. Yeah, love how you've planned this. Really good. Finish module 2 and 3. Okay, so you're planning to read all
All
of
these
it.
4 parts are there, right?
Okay. All of it's not written, but cool.
What happened?
Nothing. Great.
No, I've not seen how many pages these are, but I think I should be manageable, right?
No, they're not that long. Just all of them are not like fully polished and complete, which is my main task for the week.
It's fine.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Love it. Fantastic. You've got it. Yeah. Do the rest of it. Create the tasks, put them on your calendar, success criteria and steps.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Great job. All right. Sunil, you got anything? Here? Okay, maybe not here. All right. Cool. Guys, carry on with your planning. Once you're done with your week, the success criteria for weekly planning are you have your goals written out, which you've done, right? Everyone stage 2. If you've got your goals written out, most of you break the goals into tasks, put them on the calendar, and with steps and success criteria, that's all you have to do. So when you're done, just like send a screenshot of your calendar if you're up for that on the group, just so that I know that you're done. Yeah, I think that's it. Cool. Nice. Great job, everyone. Yeah, I don't think we need to, if there's no other questions right now, we can kind of break. If you wanna, yeah, if you, any questions, you're fine with the calendar stuff, right? Like that's pretty doable. Like I don't think there's a whole lot of stuff that you need me for. So try that. If you have any questions, just like message me or we can meet in office hours. And yeah, I think that's it.
One last thing I was asking that the Lokesh sir will be there for this Wednesday and Thursday also, right?
Yeah, but if you have any specific questions for him, just message him. Just message on the group.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we don't have to wait
So-
till Wednesday. If you have stuff, we can
Okay.
address.
I mean, I was just basically thinking of to just create a better UI of what I made a little more interactive.
I would say right now, focus on getting it deployed. So
For that also, I think I never deployed any, on the main thing, something. I don't want to do anything wrong. So I just need
okay.
a little.
Yeah, we can. Okay, just message on the group and let's figure out how to do that.
Yes, sir.
We will want to put together deploy instructions. You'll need AWS credentials for that also.
Yes, sir. So I have never done that. So basically, I tried to do it, but then I thought that maybe I don't want to do anything wrong that cannot be reversed or something. So
yeah, ideally, the company should not be scared because the company people, it's actually not your responsibility to make sure you can't screw up things. It's other people's responsibility. But we haven't really put in those safeguards, so you could potentially screw things up. So
yes, sir.
yeah, okay, cool, good thinking. But yeah, just message him on the group. I would say yeah, get it deployed so we can play with it and demo it.
Also, I think I have made those things on the older version. I need to do it on the newer version, right?
Okay, that's gonna be fun. So you're gonna have to what? You have to pull the
Pull the new branch request or
pull
something
the
like
whatever
that, right?
most up to date, which is probably development, and then you'll have merge
Yes, sir.
conflict. So
I
great.
have always I did that. I downloaded the zip file, extracted it, and started doing things. So
Fantastic, dude. This is life as a developer. It's like you did this. It happens a lot. You have to now pull in
yes,
like a new branch. Good. I'm glad you learned how to use Git, which is really important.
yes, sir.
What I was saying is, yeah, get it deployed. I would say don't worry about the UI for now. We'll fix the UI. Okay. So the reason that I'm saying
Okay.
this is remember the tracer bullet idea.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We want to we can fix the UI.
Yes,
It just needs time.
definitely.
right?
Yes, sir.
What we don't know how to do right now is two things. One is using the agent to navigate the application,
Yes, sir.
right?
For that, okay.
In my mind, the
Okay.
answer is very clear,
I
which
think
is
one more thing I was thinking that I should create a new app for that rather than putting it in the views of catalog. I mean, right now
second.
the
One
chat
second.
with
Slow down. Just slow down. So one thing is using the thing to navigate, right?
yes, sir.
There, what I was thinking is, again, we can talk to GPT about this or talk to GPT about this. But my
Yes, sir.
thought was to like just give it instructions in the main prompt to pass a API code or something at the beginning of the message, and we
Yes,
just
sir.
look for that message whenever there's a navigation order.
Yes, sir.
Right? You're basically creating a webhook by
Yes, sir.
adding some text and then looking for that text. So that, in my mind, is a very simple solution. There might be
Yes.
something complicated or whatever. You could probably use AI to like directly call the webhook, but
Yeah.
here, I think, I don't know. I feel like that would be a pretty easy thing to implement. The other thing, which I think now what you talked about doing a different app, which I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but the other thing to do is have GPT in the reading experience. How do we do that? That's the other big thing, right? We want that reading, and that's a different application. That's not Kitabnama. That's reader.kitabnama. So that's a different application.
Yes, sir. I was thinking that मतलब बेसिकली मैं वही कह रहा था कि जैसे रीडर डॉट जैसे किताबनामा का कैटलॉग बना हुआ है ना जिसके अंदर व्यूज में मैंने डाल रखा है उसका लॉजिक चैट उसका तो मैं सोचा था कि एक डिफरेंट ऐप बना दूं लाइक एआई एजेंट और स्वाति नाम का और सारा व्यूज उसमें लिखूं उसका.
That's a great idea. Let's not do that now.
Okay, sir.
It's a good idea, but
Yes, sir.
just remember the goal right now is to be able to demo the application and
And navigation of the reading book or something.
we want to get sales, right? We don't like we need revenue to make this make sense. Somebody needs to have
Yes.
value, get value from it. We want to figure that out
Yes.
first. So yeah, try to finish the demo in the least scalable way possible. It doesn't matter, right? Here, speed is the main thing, right?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Anything else, anyone?
Not for now. Everything is okay.
Fantastic. Thanks for showing up. I'll talk to you during office hours or tomorrow. I need to figure out what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
Yes.
So I will do that and we'll talk about something fun, hopefully. Cool. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Carry on with your planning. Just send a screenshot when you're done.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye, sir.